Welcome back, financial gladiators, to episode 5 of our money-making masterclass. This episode is all about shattering limits and breaking barriers. We're diving into the mindset that no one is truly broke, the relentless pursuit of fixing problems, and never saying no to money. Get ready to fortify your business, motivate your team, and become unstoppable. Let's roll up our sleeves and get straight to the grind. Step 23. Nobody is broke. If you cannot afford something, it means that you are putting your money someplace else. If you can afford a $20 meal, a $5 drink, or $100 night clubbing, then you can eat at home, lock in, and spend that $125 on an ad for a product you designed and watch your first sales pop up. I make tens of thousands a week from each of my online businesses, and I never spend more than $5,000 on a new business. We live in an age of technology, and reaching millions of clients without getting out of your house has never been easier. The problem is that people would rather spend $500 on meaningless stuff than on something that will actually bring them money. You go out and have an awesome night, or maybe a great party out of town, and then all you do is spend hundreds of dollars just to get up the next day with a crazy hangover. And all the 20s and 50s that you spend on that barbecue now is just a smelly pile of shit down your toilet. It's okay to go out from time to time, maybe once in a couple of months. At least until you're making enough money to invest it somewhere. Do you know that I saved $5 every day until I had $200 to use on my marketing campaign that actually got people ordering my product, and voila, $11,000 in revenue in my first 2 weeks. And you can do it too. What I did after that is I thought, now people will keep ordering shit from me, and I started spending money yet again on Burger King. Before I knew it, I was 50 pounds fatter and 100 times broker. It took me a year to get back on track, and then I did the same thing again. That's why I'm here to tell you that I fought the same demons you're fighting, and I'm going to teach you exactly how I conquered that fight. Before we jump to the next steps, I'm going to tell you which book I read that actually made me get up and start looking at life's traps in a different way. The author of the book was once a best-selling author and a famous newspaper owner, but still ended up broke, desperate, and not being able to afford a Christmas tree for their kids. He claims to have encountered the devil himself and forced him to spill his beans. What is interesting is that in that same book he wrote, the devil had told him that he would never be able to publish the book because of one of the tools that this beast uses. Sadly enough, that was true, and the book died with him, only to be found by one of his students years later and published. Now I know the chances of you reading a 300-page book are slim, so I made it easier for you. I got the link to the ebook summary right here in this video's description. And if you're too busy to read it, then you can always play the audiobook version, which I also provide on my website. By the way, I hope you are writing down everything that I'm telling you. You will eventually understand all these tips, but you will learn it the hard way, and it will take you years and years of pain. Or you can just write down every step and analyze it. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." Step 24. Nothing ever fixed itself. Whenever you're running a business, you need to understand that every problem you have should always do something about it quickly. If you don't cut the grass, it will grow. And that's simply a rule of life. It freaking irritates me when people say, "Oh, it's been a couple of slow months," when in reality, after a couple of slow days, you should be in absolute panic. Keep chasing your clients. Keep chasing your workers. Be working on your laptop most of the day, and the other part of the day you should be chasing clients and meeting people so that you figure out everything that's slowing your progress or everything that's going to improve the progress of your work. And don't you dare make excuses. Like, "Oh, it's the soccer game playing so most of the people are busy." Or, "Oh, it's summer and they are probably going to go on vacation." Or, oh, it's winter, so they are probably depressed and cold. Fuck no. Keep making changes and improvements. Become a force of nature that leads by example. Step 25. Never, ever, ever say no to money. If they are prepared to pay you, then make up the price and find a way to get it done. I personally never ever found a job that I cannot complete if the client is prepared to pay. By the way, always remember that you should never start a job without getting a down payment first. With that being understood, even if they don't have actual money, you should always be open to taking payments in any way necessary. Make it easy for them to pay you. If they want to pay with Bitcoin, then you take Bitcoin. If they want to pay with construction blocks, then you accept construction blocks. If they want to pay with roof tiles, tons of sand, whatever, you should take everything. Always make sure that the assets they are giving you match the price you gave them, and you're good to go. Step 26. Become anti-fragile against attacks. Think of your business as your castle. You gotta build it on a high mountain, so the enemy's troops will get tired and weak until they reach it. Then you gotta build tall, strong walls around it. Then you gotta make sure you have the crocodile pond behind the walls. The big, heavy and secure doors by guards, halls that lead to a dead end, and so on. So, make sure every document you have is backed up and secured. Your office should be insured, your money should be on different bank accounts, and your website and social media should be protected. Highlight your strengths and hide your weaknesses. Everything should be in its proper place, safe and sound. Did the website get shut down? Have the backup one. Did the social media accounts get banned? Have the backup ones. Did the supplier run out of stock so you cannot fulfill the orders? Get right on with it and make sure those products get to those clients no matter the cost. Banks are not going to be able to freeze your money when you have it in different banks, in different stocks, in different assets, in different investments, in different businesses, and in different names. Diversify so that you are on all the platforms and they can never fully close you. Diversify so that you are virtually invincible. Step 27. Your team doesn't work hard. If your team or employees are working harder than you, then your business is fucked, doomed to fail. But you should still push them harder and harder so that they can always do better, while you always do better. And that's how the company will do better. Simple as that. The term burnout is just psychological. If you worked so hard that you are absolutely tired and fatigued, then you should already have 10 million in your bank accounts. For God's sake, people. There are guys playing 16 hours a day on their PlayStation, building a life in GTA, and accomplishing complicated missions. For years and years, just throwing their life away. And then there's you not being able to build up your own life for 12 hours a day. I can never accept to believe that. Get your ass up and work. And if what I said hasn't motivated you yet, then there is step 28. You never get tired when you are winning. You're not tired. You're not unmotivated. You're just broke.
You're broke! You're fucking poor!
It's hard to work months and months, and maybe years without having enough money to go dip your feet in the seashore. Believe me, I know. But we want to get rid of the hard part of life early, right? We want to finish the dreading part of life as early as we can, so that we can live in riches for years to come. Imagine when you actually start making some money. You're making a few thousand every couple of days. Trust me when I say that you will work 20 hours days when that comes. At least that's what I would do. So speed up the rocket, break the atmosphere, and once you start getting paid, you can decide if you're tired or not. That's a wrap for episode 5. We've uncovered the truth about money, tackled business problems head on, and learned how to be ready for any challenge. Make sure you implement these steps and watch your wealth grow. Don't miss episode 6, where we'll continue unlocking the secrets to financial domination. Stay focused, stay hungry, and keep chasing that money. See you next time.